All right, y'all, so I ran to Costco in Winn-Dixie to go do our grocery haul, and I wanted to show y'all everything that we got. Now, these are just gonna be staple items that we get almost every single week at the grocery store to help us stay on track. I focus on a lot of whole foods, tons of protein, and then easy options, so I don't overcomplicate my recipes. I'm pretty much just using like salt, pepper, and then maybe a little bit of olive oil or grass-fed butter with most of my meat that we use, but I'll give you all the basic rundown and kind of explain how I do break down meal prep. So I broke it up into sections. We kind of have our protein options here. We've got carbs, and then we have some fruits and veggies, and then some healthy fats. So protein is going to be the main priority that I focus on with every single client. It is the one thing that we try to nail down. It's the focal point of every single meal. So I always make sure that I have a lot of protein options on hand. Some of our staples in terms of meat are going to be grass-fed beef. So I do have two different kinds. I got a 96.4, which is much leaner for me, and then I got an 85.15 for CJ, and I got it in bulk, so this is going to last us about 2 weeks with all of this meat here that we have. We have 2 packs of the organic chicken breasts. Now with those, I'm just going to throw them in a crock pot with some type of seasoning packet, keep it super simple, and then it really goes with anything. Same thing with the sirloin steaks. These have been a huge hit for us. We put them into the crock pot. I normally throw some bone broth and then taco seasoning on them, and they are so freaking good. I cut it in half. I use one half of it for 1 week. I'll use the other half next week and just keep everything frozen, and I'll thaw it out whenever we're ready to use it again. But all of that meat should get us through about 2 weeks, and it is a lot of food, but I will say we do eat a lot. So it does go quick. Other options in terms of breakfast, we've got whole eggs. I get 2 cases of those, and then I got the box of the egg whites, so we'll have 6 cartons of egg whites in there. We have a plain Greek yogurt. Now I tried to get one that was plain, no additives, no sugars, no gums, nothing like that. So this is just a whole milk Greek yogurt that I found at not at Whole Foods, at Costco. And then some other protein options we have. I did get the PB Fit peanut butter. Now for me, this is a little bit more aligned with my goals right now. I love any type of nut butter, but it is high in fat. So this is actually going to be much lower in fat. It's only 2 grams of fat compared to your typical almond butter or peanut butter, which is going to be closer to 17 grams. So I can have 2 tablespoons of this for 60 calories, whereas CJ is probably going to have more of the almond butter for 210 calories for 2 tablespoons. But this one's packed with a little bit more protein. I'll throw it into my Greek yogurt, my smoothies, all of the things, and it is very, very good. Now for a easy option when things get busy at night and you need a quick, easy option on the go, I do love the Real Good chicken. Now I found the General Tso's chicken at Costco, and I was like, oh my god, we're gonna have to try that. So we're going to be trying this out. I throw it in the air fryer. It's super simple. I'll have some steamed veggies prepped, so that will be just like an easy dinner option if I don't have anything on hand. Now, when it comes to the other parts of our meals, we have our carbs, our healthy fats, our fruits and veggies. I keep it pretty simple. I do eat pretty much the same thing from week to week, but I try to get as much variety as I can. And I have a lot of different options here. So we do have some frozen cauliflower. Now the cauliflower rice, I'll do it in my meals. I'll put it in my smoothies. It is just an easy option to always have in bulk. I have been hooked on mini peppers. I will slice these up and then just basically top them on like every meal just because they are good. Then we have broccoli and carrots. Now I do have 2 more heads of broccoli in the refrigerator. I go through some vegetables during the week, so I'll just steam these and season it with some salt and maybe top it with a little Parmesan cheese, and those are going to be my veggies for the week. So keep it simple. Again, don't overcomplicate your recipes. Just try to get in as much fruits and veggies as you can so we can get those vitamins and minerals in. And then just for some easy carb options, like actual carb options, we are going to go for some quick oats. These are one of my favorite things to make is overnight oats. These are very easy. Your oats will be ready very quickly with the quick oats rather than the rolled oats. That's why I get those. We got a big bag of basmati rice. This is obviously going to last us a really long time, but we ran out of this one, so I did grab it from Costco. And then the other things we've got carb-wise are going to be some honey, great for smoothies, Greek yogurt. Top it on a rice cake or a English muffin or something before your workout. Super yummy. And an easy way to get your carbs in. And then, of course, some blueberries because it's the best fruit. And I will put it in my oats. Again, my smoothies, my Greek yogurt, all the things. And an easy way to get some extra fruit in. Then last but not least, guys, I have some easy fat options. We already have grass-fed butter in the pantry, or in the refrigerator. I just can't get that right today. We have grass-fed butter in the refrigerator already, but I did restock on some of the avocado spray and then some almond butter because I use a lot of this for CJ. So I do prefer almond or cashew butter, but what I really like about this one too is the ingredients are very clean. It is only organic roasted almonds, so no additives or anything like that. But that is our grocery haul for the week. Like I said, the meat is going to last us about 2 weeks. All the other stuff, aside from the rice, clearly, is going to last us about a week in terms of like the fruits and the vegetables and stuff like that. But we have a wide variety of things that we're going to make, and then eventually I will show y'all what I do to actually put these meals together, and I will share those meals with y'all.